Jai Srila Prabhupada. Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipunau Saddharma Sanstapakau Lokanam Hitakarinau Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanyakara Radha Krishna Padara Vinda Bhajana Anandena Mattalikau Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghujugau Sri Jiva Gopalakau. Shandilya Vidya. This Vidya is ascribed to the sage Shandilya. This one is different than Chanakya Pandit, who was also called Chanakya, who was also called Shandilya, because this Vidya is as old as anything, and Chanakya came sometime after the time of Alexander. This is more seen in Chandogya Upanishad, 3rd chapter, text 1. All that is Brahman, tranquil, one must worship that Brahman as that from which that comes forth, as that into which this will be dissolved, as that in which this lives. Thus the soul of mine within the heart is Brahman, into him I shall enter on departing hence. This entering is just like a bird entering a tree. Srila Prabhupada explained that. The bird doesn't become a tree, but the bird has entered into the tree because of the color of the body of the bird, which merges with the color of the tree. So one may say that there is no bird. The bird has merged into the tree, but the bird is always there. This Vidya further extends its form of meditation by conceiving of the self as smaller than atom and bigger than the universe. Anoraniyam magato mahiyam atmasya jantur nihito guhayam. Srila Prabhupada quotes this verse at least about 30 times in the purpose of the Bhagavad Gita. Containing all works, desires, mind, life, orders, states as being unspeaking and unconcerned, etc. Thus this Vidya is suited to Saguna meditation, though by divesting it of such particular attributes, it may be used for Nirguna meditation also. Many people misconceive that Nirguna means having no gunas. Nirguna simply means transcended the gunas. In other words, there is Nitya Sattva, not the temporary Sattva, which again dashes into Tamas, and then the Tamas into the passion, and Rajas into the goodness. Not like that, but above the three influence of the three modes of the material nature. The next one is known as Dahara Vidya. Number 5, Dahara Vidya. This is also in the Chandogya Upanishad, 8th chapter, text 1. This abode, the small lotus that is here within the city of Brahman, and the small space within that lotus, what is there within this space, that has to be searched out. That certainly is to be known. Verily, as extensive as the external Akasha is this eternal internal Akasha. Dahara means inside. Within it are contained the heaven and the earth, both fire and the wind, both sun and the moon, the lightning and stars, both what exists here and what does not exist. Everything here is contained within it. This is one of the greatest of the Vidyas. The all-pervading and all-inclusive nature of the self is stressed upon in this Vidya. This doesn't mean the self is God. In this meditation, the meditator feels the whole universe as his self and excludes nothing from oneself. This Vidya, it doesn't exclude anything from the self, but still he is there as the self. So, where is the question of becoming one? This Vidya further explains the identity of external and the internal, the objective and the subjective, the microcosmic and the microcosmic, the universal and the individual, Brahman and Atma. Up till now you see, all these diverse statements prove more that the soul is different than God than proving the soul is God or the soul can become God or may become God. Vaisvanara Vidya is the 6th one. This also appears in Chandogya Upanishad, 5th chapter, 12 to 18 verses. Aswapati Kekaya describes the Vaishvanara Vidya to Uddalaka and 5 other seekers after knowledge of the Vaishvanara self. Its head is heaven, its eye is Surya, its breath is Vayu, its trunk is Akasha, the apus its bladder, its feet the earth, its breast the sacrificial altar, its hand the sacrificial grass, its heart the Garhapatya fire, its mind the Anvaharya Apachana fire, means Dakshinagni, the fire which is on the southern side of the Yajna. Its mouth the Ahavaniya fire. Thus the Vaishvanara self is described as pervading the 3 worlds. The attainment of excellence effected through this Vidya is proportional to the extensiveness or the inclusiveness of the conception of the body of the Vaishvanara self that is meditated upon. A limited conception will bring limited results, and a wider conception will bring greater results, and an absolute conception will bring immediate salvation. That doesn't mean that somebody becomes Vaishvanara, because all these words describe Vaishvanara as subjective or objective of meditation. Still, Vaishvanara is Vaishvanara and Nara is Nara. Number 7, Panchagni Vidya. This Vidya occurs in Chandogya Upanishad 5:3-10 and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 6:2 and also in Kausitaki slightly, almost like the description of this. In this Vidya of 5 fires, 5 acts of the universe are conceived of as sacrifices within their fire, fuel, smoke, flame, coals and sparks. Thus are the respective sacrifices represented. Fire, fuel, smoke, flame, coals, spark. Heaven, sun, light rays, day, moon, stars. Rain, wind, mist, lightning, thunder, hailstorms, cloud, and the bolts, thunderbolts. Earth, air, space, night, quarters, intermediate quarters. Man, speech, prana, tongue, eyes, and the ear. Woman, and the rest of it like this, it goes on, taking different things which are perceivable, immediately perceivable, even with conditioned senses, and from that to the next one, that to the next one, like that. The soul on its journey from heaven to be born again in a body has to pass through these 5 fires in order to acquire its fresh body. Fire, it disintegrates as well as integrates the body. There are different kinds of fires though. It destroys and creates the body during death and birth respectively. The soul acquires new and new bodies as it descends and ascends through these fires. Each time the soul takes a body in each of these 5 planes, an Agnihotra is performed in order to get a body in each world. The organs of the body in their relation to the soul are here the officiating priests of the Agnihotra sacrifices. Each preceding sacrificial oblation has the succeeding one produced as the food. One who has got the knowledge of the fires ascends to Saguna Brahman through Devayana Pata. Devayana means path, and Devayana means the path of the Devas, demigods. Number 8, Udgita Vidya. This can be seen in Chandogya Upanishad, first part and second part both. Om. Thus one should meditate on the Udgita, for one sings a loud chant with Om. The essence of all things is the earth. The essence of earth is water. The essence of water is plants. The essence of plants is the person. The essence of the person is speech. The essence of speech is the Rik. The essence of Rik is Sama. The essence of Sama is Udgita. This is the best essence of all essences, the highest, the supreme, the eighth, the Udgita. This meditation on Udgita Omkara is one of the best methods of Upanishadic sadhana. Om is the supreme essence of Shabda or sound. Or sound is the source of the entire universe. Srila Prabhupada explained that Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare is the personal sound vibration, whereas Omkara is the impersonal sound vibration of the Absolute Truth. Hence, Om is all the 3 worlds, past, present and future, and even what is beyond the threefold time. During chanting and meditation on Udgita Omkara, the processes of sound as determined by the Samaveda and explained in the Chandogya Upanishad have to be adhered to. Om is the highest symbol of Brahman, the Sabda Brahman, from which proceed the Vedas and the worlds. This meditation can be used both for Saguna and Nirguna realizations. Actually, when you think of Absolute, it is both Saguna and Nirguna simultaneously.